Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. It's been a couple weeks since my last one. Yeah. You know, I don't know. I've been pretty consistent like for a while about them being weekly, but you know, I don't know. I think it's like, yeah, as long as I upload just like once or twice a month, I'm good, you know. Yeah, too much like front-loading like general updates. Like, why do I need to do this? Also, my previous two videos, yeah, they've been getting more views than usual. So yeah, thank you to whoever watched those videos. Thank you to whoever watched the NBA playoff prediction video I did. It's my most viewed most viewed NBA video. The previous one I uploaded. Wow. Yeah, so is that what I'm gonna talk about for the first few minutes? Yeah, I mean, what are just the big storylines? It's just series that are going on. The Sacramento Kings are good. Yeah. This Lakers Grizzlies series is like, man, it's up in the air. I don't know. Well, I don't know what's gonna happen with it. I was very like down after game 1 of the Lakers Grizzlies series when the Lakers won. I'm like, you know, I'm really happy for Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura, but literally Austin Reeves yelling, "I'm him." It's like, oh, okay, all right. That's when you've lost the plot, man. That's like, what universe are we living in? This is a thing, man. Oh man. There's also Suns Clippers. Kawhi has been out for freaking 2 games now. He's been out for game 3. He was out for game 3, and now it's seeming like he's gonna be out for game 4 too. Stephen A. called him one of the worst superstars the NBA has ever seen on First Take today. All right. JJ Redick has been accused of friggin' having a bias for the Warriors. Oh man, what a time it has been. Hockey's going on. I just see it. Oh man. The Cavs and Knicks are having a series. Philly is up 3-0 on the Nets. Anything else? Boston lost the game recently to the Hawks. They're up 2-1. Yeah, I thought Boston would basically sweep after game 1, but, you know, I don't know, Trae Young. What else? What else in the Western Conference? The Nuggets are up 3-0 against the Timberwolves. Yeah, I just got done watching that game. It happened tonight. Yeah, pretty good. I'm liking the Nuggets. It's seeming like the Nuggets are gonna meet the Suns in the second round, and goddamn, dude, who am I even gonna root for? Oh, man. If I said this before, if I were to pick a team, a favorite team, it would be the Nuggets, I feel like. But, you know, yeah, my fandom is just like when the Nuggets don't work out, I have the Suns. When the Suns don't work out, there's the Celtics. I mean, you know, it's basically just those 3. I have more like teams I don't want to see winning, right? Like, you know, I don't know. I'm not going to say anything about Philly, okay? But you know. Yeah, and like also, yeah, I guess like the biggest series is Sacramento Golden State, and like who would have thought? Who honestly in their right minds, like after that was it Sabonis trade last season, that friggin' like only a year and a bit of change from then, that we would be talking about Sacramento the Kings potentially freaking ousting the Warriors in the first round and being up 2-0 and freaking Draymond getting suspended and that whole thing. Who would have thought, man? Who would have thought? I don't know. I think I would assume like a lot of Kings fans are invested, right? And like really want to beat the Warriors, really want to win this series, but I don't know. I think even if they end up losing, right, there's probably just a lot of them are probably just gonna be like sit back and be like, what? Like our team was this good? Like our team was this good to challenge the freaking defending champions like Golden State Warriors enough to just go up 2-0 on them? I mean, the Warriors are kind of bad on the road. Obviously, they've been horrible on the road all season, but it's like, I don't know, man. To me, that in and of itself is just such an impressive accomplishment that the Kings have been able to do that. The Kings are literally just, you know, well, not this recent game, but like the Kings like in those 2 home games, just gave it everything. They gave the Warriors like everything, and it made it seem like the Warriors were just like fighting for their lives, from my observation, you know. But like it's taking everything from the Kings too, right? The Kings have to be like really, really freaking on point, and De'Aaron Fox has to, you know, live up to being the clutch player of the year, which he won. Yeah. Just a lot of things associated with that. Yeah, I mean, I have a rooting interest. I mean, you know, I hope this beam gets lighted, but I don't know. If the Warriors win, I mean, most people pick the Warriors to win. Most people in their right minds thought the Warriors would win, and probably a good portion of them thought the Warriors would win easily. But yeah, whoever wins, it's not gonna be easy, basically, right? Like, I don't know. So yeah, the series, the Kings are up 2-1. So yeah, basically the Warriors have to win what, 3 of the next 4? Yeah, basically. Oh man. Yeah. And other series that are worth talking about at length. Bears have been poked. You know, people have been called old. I mean, I don't know, man. Oh man, that jaw Morant thing. Yeah, I was down in the dumps because of that jaw injury, and I'm like, okay, all right. But, you know, previous history, the Grizzlies won Game 3 of that series without Ja, or no, Game 2 of the series without Ja, and I'm like, yeah, that's not surprising at all. You know, the Grizzlies are, like, still a pretty good team without Ja Morant, so... man, I mean, I don't need to explain my rooting interest there, but, you know... I don't know, man. Anyways, who am I rooting for in Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Davis? I don't know. I don't know. I've seen a few of Ryan Garcia's fights, the ones that have gone on really short, like that are just like 1-2 rounds each. And I haven't seen any Gervonta Davis fight. Yeah, I should just go and just like go. Yeah, I kind of bookmarked it in my head to just like watch a few of Gervonta Davis's fights on like Showtime or like the PBC channel. That's basically, and you know, watch like the 24/7 ripoff, in All Access. Yes, watch that. But you know, I don't know. A prediction I have for that, I think it'll be a fight that one of them will win. Oh man, yeah. Oh man, I don't know. I mean, how can I follow it myself? You know, yeah. It is a thing when like your family doesn't buy pay-per-views anymore, or like that's not really a thing that goes on. That's how I got ingrained as a boxing fan early on in my life. You know, due to Pacquiao and all that, and Mayweather, but you know. And HBO boxing in general, but yeah, I don't know. It's hard for me to keep up now. I don't know. I think it's just on Twitter that I'm keeping up with generally with what's happening, like Conor Ben and the eggs. I found that out through Twitter. I mean, I don't know, man. Yeah, have the eggs been hashed out already? I mean, it's just eggs. It's eggs in it. Yeah, I don't know. Oh man, I don't know. I would assume people do not believe Conor Ben. Yeah, another thing that happened regarding drug testing in fighters is that Amir Khan got caught for like a positive test somehow. Yeah, by the same like testing service, UCAD or something. Yeah, the same one, you know, that caught Conor Ben, and basically it's calling it into question, basically. I don't know. I don't know. I would assume Eddie Hearn, the Matchroom promoter guy, if you didn't know. He's the guy who promotes Anthony Joshua. That's basically what you need to know. Yeah. Eddie Hearn, yeah, he uses this channel called IFL TV as basically his public PR. That's basically what it is. Like, it's clear that like IFL TV, when he does interviews on there, the video titles are all in caps on that channel. And like the videos called Eddie Hearn Raw are like, you know, interviews he does with this guy who used to be Ricky Hatton's bodyguard. I learned from a 24/7 episode. Coogan Cassius. He's like, yeah, I don't know. And like he does interviews with this guy, and then the interviews get uploaded to YouTube, and they get called Eddie Hearn Raw. And then like it's just like him. It's just Coogan interviewing him on like the current stuff, you know, about boxing and like his freaking thoughts and like the goings on of Matchroom, his company that he took over from his father, Barry Hearn. Yeah. I don't know. Oh man, I could go into boxing promoters, but like, who would? I mean, I don't know. Look, yeah, this is not going to be an episode where I have any publishing book stuff that much. So yeah, I'm sorry if you were looking for that. I don't know what my audience even is looking for, even if they like watch past like a minute. Oh man, seriously, I just go on and on, man. What else is there? I could go into boxing promotion. I mean, I don't know that much. I mean, you know, I know the other promotional company big in the UK is this guy called Frank Warren, I think. The company is called Queensbury Promotions. Yeah. Yeah. And like it's kind of funny because obviously like Frank Warren and like Eddie Hearn / you know, his father Barry Hearn back then are like rivals. They're rival promotional companies, and like it's just so like British the way they go at each other. like Frank Warren also gets interviewed by IFL, but like not primarily by Coogan Cassius. You know, it seems Coogan Cassius is like, you know, and Eddie Hearn have a specific relationship, and like Eddie Hearn trusts him a lot, so he just does the interviews with him. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes there's just some comments, there's some like snide remarks about like, you know, other fighters. The Anthony Joshua had a fight recently, and against with this guy Jermaine Franklin. It was his comeback fight after losing to Usyk twice, and I checked the IFL channel. I still haven't watched a second of the fight, but yeah, Anthony Joshua won the fight by decision. But like it's seemingly like I'm only checking the video titles, and it's seemingly like a bunch of British like boxers, like was it Tony Bellew or David Hay or something, or maybe people like that, are just saying that like Anthony Joshua is just not the same fighter he used to be, and that he's like, I don't know. They weren't explicitly calling him washed, but it's like, I don't know. It's like the fire was taken out of him. Like he's not the same fighter. I don't know. Frank Warren had an interview that I watched, and then he was basically saying that same thing. He's just like, he's 33 years of age. I mean, he's not gonna improve. We'll just see how it goes. I wouldn't, you know, just basically very British way of being like, that guy's kind of shit, isn't he? Oh man, you know, hopefully. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to think of this boxing thing, the state of boxing in terms of the heavyweight division. I don't know, man. I saw a tweet that I think maybe freaking Tyson Fury is gonna fight Andy Ruiz. I don't know. It really is a thing. Yeah. I think I talked in a previous episode about Fury facing Usyk, and that was confirmed. No. Apparently Tyson Fury went on holiday. It's starting to be a thing where it's like, does Tyson Fury want to fight Usyk? Like, what is preventing this fight from happening? Like, what is this? They were like trash talking each other through like videos or something on social media, and like so I don't know, it's weird. Like terms, like agree to these terms, and then Usyk is like, okay, I'll do it, and then like, I don't know, like when is this fight gonna happen? Like that's the #1 heavyweight division fight that needs to happen, right? Like Fury and Usyk, you know. I mean, 2 from a pure interest perspective would be Wilder and Joshua, but like you know, yeah, like Fury Usyk. It's the thing. It's what determines. It's who would be the undisputed heavyweight champion. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's a thing. I don't know. Yeah, there's some, inner workings, maybe boat fights, Fury Usyk and AJ Wilder could happen in Saudi Arabia or something. I don't know, man. I quote tweeted a tweet about that, and I just said, like, the sentiment is like, yeah, I'm just gonna go back to watching the NBA playoffs. I'm just gonna go back to that, you know. Oh man. Yeah, so that's basically the boxing talk, man. Yeah. Anything? Yeah, I have a few things, I think. I have a couple things. Starry. Did you know Starry? Starry is the replacement for Sierra Mist. I have no idea why, but Sierra Mist, the soda, the lemon lime soda that is under PepsiCo, the corporation that makes Pepsi, and and Mountain Dew, and you know, apparently Sierra Mist is just not a thing anymore. It got discontinued, and then in its place is this new lemon lime soda called Starry, and I don't know. I had one recently. I had one yesterday. It's pretty decent. I don't know. It's not Sprite. Yeah, it's not to the level of Sprite, but I mean, I feel like it's about as good as a 7-Up, basically. I don't know. There was just something about Sierra Mist that was just like, I don't know, like the smell of it. I don't know. I don't know. Something about like either the smell or the aftertaste. I don't know. I don't know what the point of Sierra Mist was. It's like a lemon lime soda that's supposed to like evoke. It had like mountain imagery on it. Like it's like this lemon lime soda is like from the mountains or something. It's like, why would you want that? I don't know. Like the aesthetic was off, you know, with Sierra Mist. I don't know. Yeah, like when you go to restaurants and it's like, I'll have a Sprite, and then they're like, Sierra Mist, you know. Yeah, it was more that for me than like Coke versus Pepsi. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what I ask for. There should be more restaurants too that offer sparkling water, because I'd just instantly take that. I'd be like, you have sparkling water? I'll just take that. as I do right now on this desk. Yeah, so see, Starry is good. What are ting? That's not anything in culture related is on. I don't know. No, I guess I only had Starry. Yeah, Starry. Yeah, a decent lemon lime soda, man. Yeah, I guess I could just go on and on about sparkling water, but you know, God, you know, it's hard. I think I might be ready to get into the Twitter segment. What else? I basically gave my playoff thing, right? I'll probably make another video once it gets to the semifinals. Yeah, I don't know. Nuggets versus Suns. If that series becomes a thing, I do not know, man. I don't know. That's gonna be a series, man. I feel like that. You know, the Lakers could win, the Warriors could win, but all I want to happen is the Nuggets and Suns to meet in the playoffs, man. I want to see that series. I feel like I'm just gonna watch every single game of it, and mostly like every single minute of it. I don't know. I feel like that's gonna be the series of the playoffs. Like, there's just so much at stake, man. Yeah. There's just so much at stake for the Nuggets. I feel like there's so much at stake for the Suns, you know? I don't know. Not much at stake for, like, KD in the terms of, like, what does this mean for his legacy? It's more like, I don't know. Yeah, because, like, the Suns making, like, an all-in trade, like, trading Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson to get KD, right? And, like, Chris Paul is, you know, turning 38 in, like, a month, right? And it's a thing, man. Yeah, you have that, right? You have the Suns, like, you know, that whole thing, right? And aging Chris Paul, and like, you know, like the window, like how open is the window for the Suns, right? They just extended it a little bit by trading for KD, but like KD is also injury prone, as we've seen, and like he's you know, getting older, right? Probably no fear of like him like declining, but yeah, basically that. And then the Nuggets is like just it's the Nuggets. I mean, dude, like the national media just like I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a weird thing because it's like why aren't the Nuggets are getting enough attention? Why aren't the Nuggets getting enough attention? And like, you know, and when they do get attention, it's only to highlight, you know, Jokic being bad on defense. I don't know, like can they win with Jokic and Murray and Michael Porter Jr.? I don't know, man. It's a thing. Like both teams have like so much to gain by winning, you know. Well, I mean, I feel like for the Suns, right, it's winning a championship, but I don't know. If the Denver moves on, I feel like they have a good chance against like whoever makes it. I mean, like, I don't know. Yeah, if the Lakers win against the Grizzlies and then win against, you know, the Warriors or the Kings, I don't know, man. Oh God. Yeah, I probably just spoke it into existence right there. I probably did. I probably did. Okay. All right. Well, you know, it was a good run. It was a good run. Yeah, I don't know. Oh man, I need to stop talking about the NBA playoffs. Yeah, okay, so, yeah, what have I been reading, man? I finished The Gangster of Love. I enjoyed it, yeah. I enjoy a bunch of things I read. I don't know. I've been thinking today that, like, I haven't really read anything that was, like, a 3-star book. Like, physically read something that was a 3-star book or below in, like, a while, you know? I guess I just don't take risks anymore. I don't know. I just, like, I get books and read books that I am I'm pretty sure that I would enjoy, you know? Yeah, I mean, basically. That's basically it. I don't know. Yeah, The Gangster of Love is, yeah, it's not really like a literary kind of novel though, right? It's like, yeah, it's an immigrant story, but it's like told in like a very kind of stylistically fun way, you know? Like, it changes like perspective a few times. It's like sometimes it's from the main character Rocky's perspective. Well, most of the time it is, but sometimes there's one chapter where it's from her mom's perspective, there's one chapter where it's third person, there's one chapter where it's from her, was it like lover's perspective? You know, it's interesting. Yeah, there's like it starts in like the late 70s and like ends in like the late 80s, right? And like there's a chapter that's about the Marcos trial, like the Imelda Marcos, like yeah, if you didn't know a little bit of Philippine history, I am not an expert, okay? But in like the 70s and the 80s, there was this guy called Ferdinand Marcos, and he was elected president, and then he decided, I want to stay president. And literally just became a dictator and was like, yeah, I'm going to impose martial law, whatever. That's basically the gist of it. He was elected as president, and then I guess he wanted to stay as president and freaking became a dictator. And, you know, at the end of it, I would assume there was enough, like, clamor that he eventually ran off. And, like, I think, like, he ran off he raided the frickin' treasury. Oh, man. Yeah. And apparently, yeah, one of the chapters deals with his wife, the trial of his wife, which apparently took place in New York City. I don't know. It might have been. I don't know. Do not take any of what I said as fact. Just look up Ferdinand Marcos, okay? Like, his son is currently the president of the Philippines. There's this guy called Bong frickin', right? Is it like president of the Philippines, man? Oh my god, man. What are we doing? Literally. And like there's like a lot of like revisionist freaking history attitudes in the Philippines today about Marcos. Like a lot, there's a good amount of the population who, you know, thinks that wasn't much of an issue. And that's probably a big reason why his son is president of the Philippines now. Yeah, so anyways, I enjoyed The Gangster of Love. It's an immigrant story, but not like told in like the most like traditional like way, you know. It's like more than that. It's more fun. It has sex, drugs, and rock and roll. There's like music. You know, it's somewhat about music. It's somewhat, you know, about, you know, family and like what the meaning of that, I guess, in a weird way. You know, it gets to like the issues usually brought up in an immigrant story, like family and like the, you know, the difference in like generations, you know, the hardship of trying to survive in America, being an immigrant, you know, but it deals with them in a very non like traditional like way, in my opinion, I guess. Yeah, so I'm reading now a book by an author who wrote another book, and I read that book in 2017, and 6 years later, I'm reading Moxie, by this author called Jennifer Matthew, and, I talked about it before, that she wrote another book called The Truth About Alice, right? And I read that book. It was like the fourth, like, book I read in my high school library in my junior year. Yeah, and 6 years later I am reading the next book she wrote after that. Yeah, it's about feminism, I guess. I don't know, I don't want to simplify things. It's you know, yeah, I want to watch the film because it has a Netflix adaptation, you know. Yeah, I'm really interested to see like how the film translates the story, I guess. Yeah, it's about a small it's a small Texas town. There's this high school, there's a bunch of freaking like very just, you know, Neanderthalish sexist guys, and then this main girl character wants to do something to change the attitudes and change the school a bit. She starts a zine, as I like to say, I don't know, that called Moxie, you know, and it basically like this somewhat movement, like somewhat like a club unofficially gets formed by a bunch of girls, and yeah, like a bunch of girls like find out about it, and like, yeah, you know, yeah, stuff ensues basically. So yeah, I find it interesting so far. The main thought I've had about it is like, I do wonder, I was about to tweet something, this, but I wonder like if that whole like Moxie philosophy thing, that the main character decides to, you know, decides to change about her school, right? Decides to like, you know, I've had enough of these like sexist freaking guys, like these freaking like sexist guys making sexist jokes and freaking like just treating like girls like shit and like, you know, stuff like that. I wonder if it's like kind of more prescient in today's like high schools, or like more necessary maybe. You know, I don't know. Considering a certain guy who I assume was like first a kickboxer and like and became like this apparently an influence over young men, young socially freaking alienated, lonely freaking men. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. There was a tweet that was saying like, where are these good positive role models? And like there's a tweet that basically was, I don't know, I think it's from a centrist point of view, basically, where it's like, okay guys, alright guys, we know that freaking these guys are bad. We know that these, you know, insert, you know, these people, these men are like bad role models, and young boys shouldn't look up to them. So who should they look up to? Like the little noodly armed freaking barista, he might be left leaning and he might have good ideas, but he isn't gonna cut it, okay? Young boys need strong freaking muscly ass freaking left leaning freaking like role models to look up to. It's like, what are we doing here, man? What is this sentiment, man? I don't know, man. I guess it's easy for me to say because I can confidently say I haven't been radicalized, but it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Radicalized in terms of like right wing, yeah. You know, I haven't. Hasn't been a thing that's happened to me. Even beyond like politics, like I haven't, you know, adopted. Like, you know, I'm pretty sure I haven't adopted that mindset. You know, the Tate mindset. You know, it's like I'm pretty sure, I'm confident I can say. Hopefully, I've demonstrated that, you know? Could you imagine if there was like someone who adopted that mindset but was also into like YA books like To All the Boys? Oh my god, I can't stop talking about this. What? Look man, I don't know. Man. That'd be interesting, man. I don't know. I'm not one of those people, okay? Oh man, I don't know. It's easy for me to like find all of the freaking clamoring for like where the freaking good, where the positive role models for young boys who are socially alienated. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I would assume a lot of women like feel that is like, why are you freaking? Why is this a thing? Like, you know, I don't know, man. I don't know. Related to it, why are there so many freaking podcasts? You know, I know this is a podcast veiled as a let's play, but it's like, why are there so many podcasts that are specifically about dating, supposedly? And there are clips of these podcasts where there's one guy and there's and on the other side there are like a bunch of girls like college age, like 19, 20, 21, 22, younger zoomer girls, and like maybe like what like supposedly like a mid-30s millennial guy like asking them questions about dating and hookup culture. Like what are we doing here, man? Like what are we doing? what are we doing, man? I don't know, man. Oh god, I don't know. Why can't there just be more podcasts where it's like a bunch of guys like and like they're discussing, you know, YA books? Okay, like I don't know, man. Why can't we have this? Why, you know the dudes rock freaking thing, you know, in terms of like music, indie rock wise, like, you know, dudes rock is basically just means Japandroids, if you know about them. Just like two guys who just make rock songs about frickin' being guys and being bros. And, you know, like, that's like, you know, positive masculinity. A lot of people find it, right? There's like there's memes going around with like, you know, if it's just like two guys just doing like a fun, silly, harmless thing, right? And like goofing off and making themselves laugh, right? If there's a video of that, right, it just instantly gets labeled as like freaking dudes rock, and it's like, yeah, but I don't know, man. Where's that for the stuff I'm into, you know? Obviously there's basketball, but like, I don't know, man. Oh man, again, it would be cool if there was just like something like that for YA books. Oh man, yeah, dudes rock, man. Dudes rock. It's only 34 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I like Japandroids enough. Yeah, they're cool, you know. Yeah, there's this I had to reply to this tweet. Oh yeah, something, yeah, ahead. I had to reply to this tweet where someone in the DIY kind of band kind of space had a tweet that was like, someone should make a Japandroids for gay people. And then and I just instantly replied, Tegan and Sarah? It's like, like, isn't that what it is? Isn't that, like, you know, I feel like I nailed that freaking comparison so hard, you know. I got a like on that tweet from the guy who posted it, like, 30 seconds. In, like, 30 seconds. I mean, I don't want to brag here, but, you know. Like, I mean, you know, yeah. I mean, it's basically true, right? You know, it also helps that they're Canadian. It also helps that there's two. It also helps that it's like dudes rock kind of bro-y versus like literally freaking two girls who are lesbians and twin sisters. It's like, huh, interesting. Yeah, basically, just nailed it. Another Twitter related thing, that's not the Twitter segment, is that I got my most popular tweet ever. I recently, as of last night, yesterday, had my most popular tweet in my history of being on Twitter. In my, like, basically, yeah, almost 4-year history of being on Twitter. There's this guy called Kofi, right? Yeah. and like he works for Secret Base, I think. He's like does stuff for Secret Base. He does his own stuff too, you know. He's in like the kind of sports related thing scene, whatever, right? And he's been tweeting, and I see his tweets sometimes, and he's been doing this thing recently where he films himself in front of a green screen, and then he talks about Flash games, right? He talked about Age of War, and he talked about the Impossible Quiz. He talked about this game called like Raft Wars or something, right? And he's like he has a microphone in his hands. He's just like talking about his memories associated with Flash games. Yeah. And on one of those tweets about Raft Wars, I quote tweeted it, and all I just said was like, this makes me miss addicting games in Miniclip, right? Because yeah, that was my childhood too, right? Those were the first PC games I ever played, were like the Flash games on Miniclip, and friggin' yeah, addicting games, right? I played Age of War. I played like Hot Dog Bush, if you remember that. I played Bloons, you know, not Bloons Tower Defense, but like Bloons. You know, I played those games. I played Hide to Fart. I mean, you know, I remember those games at least, right? Electric Man 2, you know? Yeah. Territory Wars. Oh my god, that game was lit. Oh my god. Yeah, I played all those games, right? And I guess that quote tweet just garnered so much attention because he retweeted it, and as of now, like, I think it has 40 likes. I guess I'm just gonna get into it right now. Let me see just like how popular it got, man. Let me see. Oh man, like seriously, look at this. 15.2k views, 40 likes off of one retweet. Like seriously, 15.2k views. That is more views. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, views don't mean that much on Twitter, I don't think, right? But it's like, dude, it has that many views and 40 likes. Like, my most popular tweet ever is just a quote tweet that says, "Watching these just makes me miss Miniclip and addicting games so much." Like, like, damn. Oh my god, dude. Like, for me, this is a viral tweet. For me, this is like one of the times where when like someone starts a trend, like tweet like Pokemon is real, or like what's an I'm him performance, or like what's a moment where someone ate on screen or something, you know, a euphemism, you know, not that kind of euphemism, like you know, like someone ate something up. There you go. But yeah, I don't know, man. Thank you, Kofi. I'm not gonna, you know, I don't tweet at him, but, you know, I considered, like, tweeting something being like, oh my god, my most viewed tweet ever and my most liked tweet ever, but yeah, that kind of is lame. That's kind of lame. Oh, man. But, you know, I don't know. Just another accomplishment I've had in my short online career, in my short existence of being online, you know? I was really only like online in terms of like on Twitter, yeah, in like October of 2019, yeah. Oh man, I'm glad I got into the NBA because I just have more things to tweet about, you know? Like, I don't know, if I wasn't into the NBA, like, what the hell would I even tweet about, man? I don't know. What would I even tweet about? I don't know. It's just, yeah. So, yeah, that was basically the other thing I had in mind. So, yeah. In my mind, I got a hit tweet, you know? I mean, it's not like, you know, what's an unpopular bookish opinion that'll get you like this, but I mean, you know, hey. I wonder if I should tweet something right now. Like, I don't, like, those people who get those viral tweets already have, like, probably, like, a decent following in terms of, like, at least, like, 100 frickin', like, followers. I don't know. Let me just throw something out there. Throw something out there. All right. You know, yeah, in the recent Twitter trend, yeah, there's this recent Twitter trend called, like, tweet like something is real. It's not recent. It's just been for a while, but, like, yeah. Oh, man, the Knicks are celebrating a playoff victory. Oh, man. All right, let me just try it. Tweet like have what, The Last Airbender? Oh no, god dang, I'm so bad. Tweet like the last airbender is real. Oh, man. Oh, man. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't want to do it. Should I not? Okay, I'm abandoning it. Yeah, no. I was thinking like maybe I could capitalize, you know, maybe, but no. I still have the same amount of followers. I don't tweet for followers. I don't tweet for likes, you know. I tweet because I tweet, man. I don't know. It's interesting just like how Twitter has evolved, you know, how like there's just such like a community of people on Twitter who are just known for being people on Twitter, right? I don't know. And it's like sometimes you know bits about their real life, right? Like it's all basically from this guy called Drill, right? Like not that many people, oh, the microphone is a bit away. Not that many people like know who this guy is, but like he's someone in his 30s apparently, and like he just tweets stuff, right? Like just weird, just random like stuff that I would suppose, I would hope, I would think is like supposed to be funny, but it's like, I don't know, man. From that, you would just have so many like people who tweet, like who are just like known for being posters, you know. I could just name a bunch of them, but like so much of like Twitter drama, right? Like the people who are known for being quote posters, you know, like have, you know, are like the ones like most involved in this stuff, right? Involving like tweets that go viral and like tweets that get a bunch of quote tweets and like people who become the protagonist, right? It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. The meta of Twitter, man. What a thing. Anyways. Yeah, I think I should start this Twitter segment. I promise it's going to be better than last time, okay? I will make sure it is. I have done things, precautionary measures to make sure it's better. First tweet, yeah, Kofi, a recent follow for me. His quote tweeted, Knicks mused, he's back, yo KD, don't you regret not coming to the Knicks? Oh, I want to hear this, yeah. Hopefully, okay, I'm gonna... Hopefully you can hear this a little bit. Okay. I mean, doesn't he regret it? I mean, you know. Look, man, he could have came to the Knicks, man. He could have came to the Knicks in like 2019, I learned. Tiffany Haddish is a perfect example of you should have sat there and ate your food because she's been getting whacked left and right. There's so many things being revealed about her that I wasn't even aware of. Oh, man. Yeah, there's like stuff about Tiffany Haddish being like, there's controversy surrounding her, basically. Actual controversy, it's not something that can be brushed under the rug, you know, but not like it's not the worst thing in the world, you know. It's on a scale of, if I were to scale of 1 to 10, it's about like a 5 or a 6 in terms of like, this is bad. Doc Rivers has been quoted on Philly's approach, you've got to take care of your business, don't play with her meat. You've got to take care of your business. We can't really play with our meat here. Man, I like doing impressions, but you know, that's basically the only, every time I do Doc Rivers' voice in my head, it's that, right? Really my voice, yeah, basically like that. Never compare Trae Young to Steph Curry ever again. Oh, man. Lawboy Esquire says, a lot of right-wingers only ever process the blue check as a reminder of their own unimportance. They're upset because they have it now and still feel unimportant, which confuses and frustrates them. Ooh, Derrick Rose got a standing ovation in the Knicks. Well, look at that, Derrick Rose, man. Yeah, Derrick Rose has been cut from the rotation from the Knicks, man. Yeah, he was playing for the Knicks in the playoffs in like 2 years ago, but yeah, I think Quickly took his minutes. Yeah, Quickly and like Quentin Grimes or freaking, I don't know. Mike Tyson asked who he sees as the top boxer of today. The top fighter in the world has to be Tyson Fury. Okay, can't do that. Tyson Fury, yes, he's the biggest draw in boxing. The worst impressions ever. Oh, man. Dudes named Smith love to be like, you have a Hispanic last name. Why don't you speak Spanish and still not know the first MF thing about metallurgy? Okay, maybe I shouldn't have read that. It's by a poster. It's by someone who is like known as like a poster. Look at this. There's someone, you know, who has 21K followers, right? You know, who's basically Ting is like, they're not famous for any sort of other Ting. It's that these people have like cultivated like tens upon thousands of followers based on just posting on Twitter, man. I think we should use AI just to gaslight people into thinking they missed Thursday band songs that just never existed. And then Thursday, the actual band tweeted, LimeWire already did it 20 years ago. Shout out anyone who remembers people requesting The Dream at live shows. My first year coaching soccer, I remember doing the whole, there's no I in team speech, and one of the players just shouted out, there is if you say it in Spanish, and I was like, you got me. Oh, man. Yeah, the Cavs lost to the Knicks by 20 points. Yeah, it was the Cavs scored 79 points. You know, on a team with Donovan Mitchell, who has scored 71 points before. Oh, man. Mayweather plans to launch own championship belt that trumps all titles. Okay, good luck with that. A basketball game is broken out on 8th Avenue. What is up with this? Oh my god, Knicks fans are going insane. That's good. Good for the Knicks. I predicted the Cavs would win the series, but yeah, I don't care about that prediction. I just cared a little too much about Lakers Grizzlies, to be honest. I'm fine now. Look at this. The league is in a bad place if this is what the MVP is doing, and it's a bunch of footage of Joel Embiid just flopping. It's a bunch of footage of Joel Embiid just like falling on the ground after being like barely touched, man. Jason Timpf quote tweeted this: simply one of the most embarrassing things I've ever seen a great basketball player do. He's become a caricature of himself. Another quote tweet about that same video: I know the Northeast won't like this, but this is ridiculous. Every time I'm watching it, it's so bad. Look, man, you know, whatever gives you an advantage in the game, I guess. But if you get free throws out of it, sure. But it's like, God, like, I don't know, man. It's just different when it's freaking Joel Embiid doing it, you know? Like, I would assume he also wants to be known as like an extremely freaking dominant freaking 7-foot center, you know, unlike, you know, Jokic, you know, yeah, like unlike Jokic, where he can actually like bully you frickin' and like dunk on you and frickin' be scary, right? And then he also does this where he's just like, you know, basically just flopping and falling to the ground at every turn in an attempt to get fouls. I mean, I would think, but yeah. Oh, man. Okay. Rudy would let F you fade away. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, here's the freaking clip. Yeah, here's the clip of Stephen A saying Kawhi Leonard should be on the list of one of the worst superstars this game has ever seen. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm just putting audio just so I don't have to edit these in.
I didn't pick the Suns to win this series, and this was, if you recall, a primary reason why that was. Not only was Paul George out, I asked the question, are we sure that Kawhi is going to be available? If you recall, Big Perk, that's exactly what I said to you. And if you remember in 2019, Kawhi Leonard played all 24 postseason games.
Yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, where's the part?
Perk. What I'm going to say.
Here you go.
Kawhi Leonard should be on the list of one of the worst superstars this game has ever seen.
Okay, I mean, sure. Yeah, I'm not gonna show the explanation. Oh, man. Unlike the woke mobs, I do not align with the elite, which is why I pay $8 to the guy who inherited an emerald mine from his father in Africa. Oh, man. Oh, man. My life has substantially improved since I finally understood that the Beatles and the decade of power pop that followed them is truly some of the best music ever recorded. Music that only sounds simple because of the utterly perfect craft involved. It has a reply. This is the guy who replied to me. Just wrote most of it off as important but boring stuff, but that's because I was very stupid. Only a stupid person says they love modern music and remains uncurious about the Mount Rushmore classics along the way. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, one day I'll be into the Beatles, I would assume. You know, I was listening to Jimi Hendrix. Yeah, Jimi Hendrix has this song like All Along the Watchtower. It's pretty good, man. I listened to it and I'm like, this is the Vietnam War song. This is one of the songs that was in Mafia 3. Yeah, it goes like, we need to find, there has to be some way out of here, something like that. Anyways, I've been listening to the Raspberries for 18 hours and I'm having the time of my life. You held me down again, Draymond, on Steph Curry's performance yesterday? Oh, Steph held it down. Okay. Philadelphia 76ers fans chanting, "We want Boston." Oh, boy. I mean, they're going to get Boston. I'm sick of the injuries to Kawhi. Look, man, you gotta be fair, right? If Kawhi is one of the worst superstars we've ever seen, AD kind of, you know, like, what's the excuse for AD? I mean, you know, yeah, I mean, AD is playing, but it's like, I don't know. Kawhi Leonard's knees after playing 42 in 39 minutes in games 1 and 2. Oh, man. That was the thing about the Clippers-Sun series, is that Kawhi was playing, like, out of his mind. He was yeah. I tweeted, like, Kawhi at any point when he's playing could just, like, flip a switch, and just be like, I'm one of the best players, like, I'm the best player in the world. It's like, that's it. Like, he plays like that. He can play like that, you know? And it's like, yeah, it's a shame that, like, injuries and stuff, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think he should get the AD, like, street clothes treatment, you know? But it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, we don't know. Like, I mean, like, what is it with his knee? I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. Oh, man. Anyways, let me see. Here we go. Let me just, okay. Another sector of this. Tweet tread, man. Tweet tread. I feel like one of the most challenging aspects of being a writer, and one that we don't often discuss in public, is how long the process takes, and the fact that the majority of a writer's career is out of their control. Yep, I mean, the process of writing itself can be really long. Oh man, oh yeah. It's not me, huh? I write freaking novels in like 2 months tops. I read a whole draft in 2 months. It can be heavily disheartening. Yeah, one out of... Let's say I start writing a book now. If I didn't have non-competes, and if I didn't have anything else to do, I could produce a finished draft in about 45 days. Really? You? Me? I can't do that. Agent and I revise it for 45 days. She takes it on sub, 7 to 60 days. They buy it and schedule it to pub in 2 years. So that's about 2.5 years from idea to finished book. Once I've written the book, everything else is out of my control. If it gets good marketing budget, if it gets a great cover, if it gets attention at a fair, it goes viral. If it sells movie rights, none of that. Yeah, basically. Yeah, if it gets a good cover, if it gets a great cover. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the times it's hampered down by like the type of book it is, right? It's like a YA contemporary is gonna have a certain type of cover. A YA fantasy is gonna have a certain type of cover, you know, because obviously due to marketing reasons, right? It's like you want, you know, like the whole like illustration, you know, like cover, like that includes the characters, where it's like you know what the characters look like, are like, is basically just the bog standard like YA book cover now, right? I don't know, I kind of miss the time when that wasn't the case, you know, like the cover for, you know, The Fault in Our Stars just being clouds, you know, or like the cover of everything just being like flowers, you know. I don't know, man. You know, there are other books that have like covers that don't feature like the main characters, you know, illustrated, but I don't know. I mean, it's good, you know, it's good where it's like it is a good trend, you know, that where people are like, oh, I can, you know, you're seeing like especially like diverse people of color prominently like on the covers of books, right? When that wasn't a thing, but I don't know. I kind of wish there were more covers like "You Should See Me in a Crown" or like that. Like not all just like the stuff that's illustrated, but Okay, continuing on. But that means that when I see news that another book is being developed for film, and I get that spur for greatness, that need to achieve, I can't move the needle. I can't publish faster. I can't get the book more attention. That drive to be great is dead in the water. If you see another salesman at work get a huge deal, you get all fired up to sell more. If you lost a basketball game, come on. If you lost the basketball game, you practice more. Do you? What if the coach cancels practice? What if the coach is like Coach Mosley, and it's, I don't know. When it's not practicing, it's just making you run laps. But authors are already doing everything in our power to succeed. All we can do is keep trying to level up. It's frustrating. Success as an author, in my honest opinion, is skill plus time on task plus luck. You write the best book you can again and again, and the hope is that your career will grow. It might not. Again, that's out of our hands. Even great books sometimes never find their audience. Most books don't. I know writers who live on their advances. I know writers who live on their backlist royalties. I know writers who live on their TV/film rights. I know writers who live on their foreign rights. None of us choose which bucket we're gonna land in. Skill plus time plus luck. For a while, social media helped sell books. Now it doesn't. Now there's very little a writer could do or pay someone else to do that'll help their book go viral or get attention. We can't even ensure our book is on a poster at the book fair or convention. It's all peace. It's all one finger. Yeah, it's all cross your fingers, I guess. Okay, there you go. We're at this weird moment in time where our society doesn't go to just one place for news, which means there's no dependable way to get the word out. How do we publicize events, book sales? There's no newspaper, no one place to go. Most of us feel lost in the crowd. So I write the best book I can and put my all into editing it, but I can't do anything to make someone buy the TV/film rights. Literally nothing. Yeah, I mean, it's all just about what the industry thinks, basically, right? I can't make my publisher highlight the book at a convention. I can't get someone on TikTok to adore it. What do you mean you can't get someone on TikTok to adore it? All you have to do is have pre-established connections and advertise that it's a dark grump sunshine or like a freaking, or like, just list tropes. That's all you have to do. Dark enemies to lovers. Yes. Spicy. Yes. Okay. All I can do is write. So when you become a career author, you commit to knowing that you have very little control over whether or not you'll be successful. Your career path is not a straight one. It's jagged, and there are plenty of dark moments where you think, is it over? Yeah, okay, it goes on for a while. So, basically, just some food for thought, Goodreads is turning me right now with one book behind schedule. I haven't finished even one book this month. I need a romance with hurt, comfort, angst. One of them is in danger, one of them is injured and has to be taken care of. A dramatic I love you scene, codependency. One of them almost dies, but it all ends well, of course. Plus domestic extras. Dang. You need all of that? Sir, this is a Wendy's. Oh, man. Writers, brag about yourselves for a minute. Quote this with something from your own stuff that makes you proud. A theme, a skill, an excerpt, it's up to you. I guess I'm quote tweeting it in a video, so. Something that makes me proud about my writing. Yeah, basically, I've said it before. Dialogue, basically. I feel like I take pride in, like, writing dialogue that's, funny to me. I don't know, basically. A quote tweet, really loving how good I'm getting at ping-ponging between cozy times and action scenes, nailing both types of storytelling. I don't really have, I don't know. I don't have action scenes in my book. I don't know. The closest things to action scenes are, I don't know. I guess I don't want to say too much. Yeah, I'm just that kind of person. That's really the thing about this whole, again, another thing about the publishing writing Twitter thing, right? That, where it's like I don't, I guess my closed offness, I guess, to wanting to share bits of my work or my work in progress or anything really about my writing is, probably, prevents me from being into this community more, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm fine just like watching at a glance. I'm fine. I love living my life knowing that I am far too stupid and feeble-minded to lay any sort of psychic trap. I am far too stupid to not live my life honestly. I could never even attempt to manipulate an individual. I wouldn't even know where to begin. Man, not cut out for Big Brother, I would assume. Yeah, there's always the people in Big Brother. Yeah, I feel like one of the only recently in recent Big Brother history, one of the only instances, right, where it's like, whoa, oh yeah, I'm thinking of another one. There's another one, but the most recent instance of like a winner of Big Brother where that like no manipulating, no like really being cutthroat thing actually was true was with Taylor, right? Because she spent most of the game like having to freaking fight off being the threat of eviction, right? She was in survival mode for most of her freaking time on in the house, right? Yeah, another one was Casey, yeah, the winner of BB20, you know? One like really like not lying, being manipulative, but like most freaking like winners do that, right? Of Big Brother, yeah. Big Brother 25 is coming up soon, you know? Someone tweeted, I don't know who needs to hear this, but you're not going to find the love of your life on Twitter.com. And then someone quote tweeted it, you will, if you post good enough, you will. If you post good enough. Oh man, this story. Sometime, I mean, maybe. I don't know. DMs. Ryan Garcia on Instagram today ahead of the Gervonta Davis weigh-in. There's a picture. Yeah, made weight, so I'm so good I'm having breakfast. Kendrick Perkins tweeted, if I'm Steve Ballmer in the front office of the Clippers, I'm giving Kawhi and PG just one more year to make a title run. One more year, man. Yeah, I mean, basically, right? Yeah, it's a thing, but that's the thing. It's like that's the thing. Like I don't know. It's weird what's happening with the Clippers, where it's like they're underperforming, but it's like they're underperforming because both of them can't stay healthy for an extended period of time, right? Like it's the worst of both worlds, where they're trying to load manage the regular season, right, in order to try to avoid that. But it's like they get, and then there's injuries anyway, right? It's like Paul George couldn't control that he got injured, you know? And apparently, I guess Stephen A is thinking like it doesn't matter how you get it doesn't matter if you're injured or like if you could control it or not. You're still not good in my book, you know, as a superstar. I don't know. It's weird. Gervonta versus Garcia. Yeah, Dimitri Bivol is tweeting this, I would assume, right? Not verified, but yeah. Gervonta versus Garcia. If you try to make long story short is ring IQ and punching power versus size and lightning speed. I don't know which one's which. Kendrick Perkins on how much pressure is on Draymond Green in his return from suspension. I feel like Draymond Green is auditioning. He's actually auditioning to come back and say, you know what, I actually want to be here. Quote from Stephen A. Smith. In the case of Kawhi Leonard, I stand alone probably on this, but I don't care. I think the man should retire. I'm sick of these injuries to Kawhi. It's a damn shame. He should retire. He should retire, man. Yeah. I mean, you know, why is he not sick of it for Anthony Davis? What's the difference? I don't know. I mean, I know, like, you know, I've been taking less stock in, like, ESPN recently. You know, it's just how I got my start, okay? Ooh, someone posted a clip of Mayweather knocking out Ricky Hatton. A lack of a visual component is kind of hurting this segment, but I don't know. I assume I've been, like, mostly fine. This has been an improved Twitter segment. Not the best, but, like, you know, that tweet thread I read was interesting, you know, so much of publishing being out of your control and, like, how hard it is. There's just a lot of writing, publishing, you know, author Twitter is basically, like, venting, you know, like, lamenting the state of publishing today, you know. Yeah. Really cannot emphasize enough how important it is to support the book coverage that still exists. Give them views, share their posts, click their links, buy from their affiliate links, and show them love. It really, really matters. Oh man, recently, I've been getting like Filipino tweets, but like I don't know Tagalog, but yeah. Someone quote tweeted, "This is a private conversation between me and my friend. To provide context behind this screenshot, allow me to explain." What? Huh? There's some sort of drama, but like I can't fully freaking give the context because I don't understand. I don't know Tagalog, man. Ah, man. What? I confirmed that I asked this person to join the party, but out of my personal curiosity, as a student that is deeply interested with the happenings within UST SHS politics, I'm curious on how the opposing political party works since I am part of one. Oh, man. Okay, this is a lot. This is a lot. What the hell? Okay, and then someone quote tweeted that thread. Student leaders should be reminded that their actions or inactions do not only reflect themselves, it also reflects the political parties and the organizations they belong to. By choosing to be representatives of the student body, you represent their interests and aspirations. Yeah. Just watch, you know, I don't know. Be a more responsible person, I guess. Mike Greenberg, are Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown the best duo in the playoffs? Stephen A. again. Gonna have to say no. Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Okay, great, beautiful. I thought it was AD and LeBron, but whatever. The Onion tweeted, Mark Cuban rejects Shark Tank pitch to make Mavericks good. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, Alex Immortal HD tweeted. Yeah. I meant to put HD, not high. He changed his ad. Oh man. Anyways, that's basically what Twitter has had to offer. There's a bit of stuff. Yeah, mostly just NBA stuff, you know. Yeah, I guess should I wrap up everything? Yeah, did I hit everything I'd want to talk about? I became Twitter famous, you know. Oh, any music I am listening to, man. Not really. There's a new Daughter album that came out. Yeah, Daughter, okay. Oh snap! It's the Diamond Boots, the band that made the song "Youth," right? Which is really popular in some circles, I guess. Yeah, they put an album out called "Stereo Mind Game." I want to listen to it. I just want to listen to a bunch of new music, but they just haven't like taken the time to do it. You know, I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's basically it for this episode. So. Yeah. Any closing thoughts? Yeah, every time I'm like, end it, and it's like, anything else I want to talk about, anything else. My god, dude, I really should just end these episodes, man. Just cut to black, you know. It's over. Thank you and good night.